Hey folks, History Guy here for another installment. This is a cool one that state park that I've been wanting to hit up for a while. This is Forest Capitol Museum State Park. It's up here in Perry, Florida, and I wanted to just take you through this museum and show you a couple cool things. So first thing, when you walk in on your right, check this out. My 4-year-old would want to bring this home so bad. So, check this out, history of turpentine diorama. Look at this. That's cool when you go through the different process of, the guys out here collecting the turpentine and then coming over here and the processing of it through the heating and cooling process. Over here on your left, look at these tools. Check that out. You got the tools, and you got the different variations of, over time, how they would cut the trees, and to get the sap out, from right to left, you're going through the different forms of how aggressive and non-aggressive they were. And then you've got, let's see what we got. And back here, you've got a display about turpentine in the Navy, basically, early years, the early 1700s, them using turpentine to caulk between the boards of the ships. And that, you got different logging mills and whatnot. Got a display over here, check this out, on live oakers. Basically the loggers that would harvest the live oaks to build the ships. That's kind of cool. And then check this out, look at all these critters. You got all kinds of birds and snakes and all that stuff in here. Even a little raccoon, look at that thing. Looks like he's getting in trouble, like most raccoons do. And then over here, you've got different things that plague the different trees here in Florida. You got the anatomy of a tree. I know some of this stuff may seem boring to others, but it's a really cool little museum. I've been wanting to come visit this place for a long time, or at least first time several years ago when I had seen the sign, and I'm like, well, what is this place? Growing up here in Florida, I had a chance to get out and check these places out, so now I'm getting a chance to. This is a cool one. Look at this. You've got the different communities in the forest. You got your river swamp, high pine, sand pine scrub, mesic, hammock, pine, flatwoods, and cypress swamp. And then you got the different layers. Goes in the different layers of a forest. So, there's more than a forest than just trees. Everybody wants to look at forests like, oh, it's trees and that's it. There's different layers to the forestry, and it's just cool. Check out more critters. Owls. I love owls. Owls are one of those things. My wife is totally freaked out by them because they make noises in the middle of the night, but I love to hear them. There's nothing cooler than an owl hoot and rain on a tin roof. Can I hear you? So in the background, you've seen all these boards from the different, as I'm walking through the displays and everything. And a cool thing, it's called pecker cypress. And it's really cool. It's a heartwood. And check out, let's see what we got here. Oh, look at these. Look at the size of these logs. Back in the day when they were, Florida was still young compared to us, they were logging these trees, these massive trees out. Trees that, we don't see a lot of nowadays. And it's really crazy when you look at the size of some of these trees, especially the cypress trees. And then look at this, all different products for the Cracker Town here, the Cracker Village, and just stuff made out of wood and the antique stuff. Ooh, got 9 pins, dice, different tops. Our farm, there's a nice little painting of the homestead, which is outside here, which is half the fun of this museum. Is you've got a museum dedicated to forestry, as well as dedicated to the different local history, like the Cracker Town and all that stuff, the Cracker life, the life outside the towns, these homes, the homesteaders, basically the homes that are out there in the scrub, in the swamp, in the pines, in the oaks. I mean, it's just you know, it's riveting to me. I love the swamp, and well, not really the swamp, more the pines. I'm very much a pine scrub person. You know, I've joked with people, you know, they come to Florida and they're like, oh yeah, you're from Florida, you must love the beach. Like, no, I'm a scrub. I love the scrub. I love, you know, the fox squirrels, the hoot owls, all this stuff. I love, you know, the Florida that a lot of people the tourists don't attract to. I mean, here, check this out. This is this is a model of the homestead they have here on the property. It's so cool. Look at, you got all the little outbuildings. You got the syrup making furnace in the middle. And you got all these little outbuildings, which would have been storage buildings, smokehouse, corn house, all that stuff. Then you got the main house with the dog trot to the kitchen. Kitchen was built separate from the house in case there was a fire. It wouldn't catch the house on fire. And if the chimney caught, if they had to, they could pull the chimney away from the house or from the kitchen. And then probably what I would say would be the star jewel of this museum, or to me, it's probably the coolest thing in this museum itself, is this little diorama right here behind me. As you can see, it is a diorama of Florida, a model of Florida based with all 67 counties, with each county is represented by a different piece of wood for the predominant wood of that county. And it's just so cool. And then right here, my beloved Marion County, sand pine, because we've got a lot of sand scrub in Marion County, where I'm from. So anyway, that's a brief run through of this beautiful little museum here at Capitol Forest Museum. Check it out. Like, it's so cool. Get out there, check out your local museums, your local places, your historical markers. I mean, driving in today, I saw multitude of different buildings I want to hit up, and that's the problem with what I do as a guy that wants to share history with everybody, is that, you know, you can't get everywhere. You can't get to all the places in the world. So I encourage people, get out there, check out those local historical houses, museums, all these different places, historical markers that you drive by every day that nobody gives a second thought about. You know, get out there and check it out, and look forward to doing another video hopefully soon. I might do one or two more today. Depends on my travels and my timetables. So be safe. God bless. History Guy Yance signing off. Bye-bye.